Well, what was my man?
Oh, just here. Nothing serious. How your week?
My week was a week. You know, things happened. We survived. We'll keep surviving until we no longer survive. That's life. That's life. So how about you, man? What's the week been like, man?
No, nothing particularly interesting.
Just living life, living your best life, making that money. I hear say you hit on big.
Hit and big.
Yeah, I've been through grapevine.
I hit and big.
Say you hit up.
I hit and big. Oh wow.
You go abandon this podcast, Tate. The one go take switch up all of now. I will immediately forget what my day was, bro. And the first thing I go do, guy,
That means
forget my home training.
but yeah,
Anywho, speaking of home training,
I'm home training. What?
I've been thinking you go tie into today's episode. I just reason no tie into
You know,
it. Yeah.
time.
So what's today's episode about? What issue are we tackling? Who are we dragging today?
We're not dragging
What
anybody.
demographic of people are we dragging?
We don't drag any demographic.
Okay, am I dragging today?
Oh, okay, you agree to it.
Yeah.
Problem. Well, today's episode is self-help, toxic masculinity.
That group, man. I feel like everyone you Tate wrong or justified. It's an Tate wrong or justified. I feel like everybody has gone through that phase. That's that self-help phase, the you get the motivated part, just continuously consuming all those motivational shit. I feel like every guy has gone through that phase.
Yes, definitely.
It comes with a certain age. Like I don't even think it's age. I just think it's just a phase in life. Yeah, I don't think it's like your age exactly matters. Like maybe you can even be 50 and then the content just be making mad sense.
That reminds me of that quote. Something. It's not really a quote per se, but like I see it mostly. They say some men wake up when they are 20, and some men wake up when they are 50. No,
I get what it means. So when you wake up, you not 10 years old, you wake up. You know, that you don't make sense, guy. I mean, my guy has been hustling since before hustling became cool.
nah, man, it's crazy.
I would say when you really, really hit me was when I was like 14 or 15. That was when he hit me. Like, okay. Oh no, dude. I don't think it didn't even hit me like it didn't hit me till when? When did I start this thing? I think it didn't hit me till 20. When did we graduate?
2024.
2024. No, month.
Oh, okay. I think on the official date, I think of Friday.
When all of us dispersed, like they left school. I was like August, Abby.
See August or September.
September.
I think it's August. August. Yeah, August.
So I think it was that period when I spent that time in the house, just in the house. Whew, boy, that's when I woke up. All the sleeping I slept made me wake up. I was like, damn, my life is my head anyway. Like, I was like, after I reasoned my life, I was like, bro, there's no more school, man. And I started thinking and thinking, like, oh, because once you finish like this, family will already start planning all these things like, oh, this is what you should be doing with your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these are the steps you should be taking. I'm like, ah. So I was like, as I was hearing all these things, but they were not sounding nice in my ear at all. I was like, okay, the life that is being laid out You get what I'm saying? It was not like it's a bad life, but it wasn't something nice. That's cool. I mean, I had been consuming Selma as well. Yeah, it wasn't really. Um, at that point, I didn't even need this. I didn't even need the motivation. I just knew that I needed to do something. I needed to do something. So I feel like me, that's when I woke up. Seems late. No, I mean late. Nah. I was like, that's when me I woke. So I would say like I've been awake for a year now. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is part of me being awake. Yeah.
Right. Oh, honestly, mine was just the whole lockdown because, like, prior to lockdown, I was obviously still in secondary school. And I could do things then, like, and get money up of get things, you understand what I mean? Yeah, yeah. But like during the lockdown, it was me and how could not take himself. So he hit me and I'm like, okay, I can't do shit. Like right now, I don't have any CEO to earn money off of being in a place. I have to go out if I want to, and I cannot go out. So I was like, I needed to start really to learn something. I learned drip shipping, maybe a lot of feeling getting there. I was in those spaces back there, back to back groups, seminars, all this stuff. Sorry, is it webinars? Yeah, stuff like that. So, but later on, I filtered most of them out because I just realized that was where it gets, and I just realized it was the beginning stage that like got me. I'm like, okay, I needed to be everywhere. It's just fame, exactly. So I picked the one that that uses exactly, and then when burnout hits, you just be like, what? Nah, man, spaces. This is not fun. But I was like, but wait, what does waking up actually even mean? Like, how do you define waking up? Let's say someone has not. But how would you define someone waking up to someone? Let's say you're talking to a girl now, and you're like, oh, I woke up around this time, and then you're like, I woke up. You says I woke up 4 years ago now, yeah, and you're trying to explain what that means. But how would you? Honestly, the thing is, I don't really think you can explain waking up to somebody that hasn't. Like they'll get it, but they won't get. Like everybody understands. Okay, it gets to a point in your life where you have to be serious. That's a universal, stuff. But the actual, waking up and like just that like is that how I see there hits. Not everybody gets it. Like sometimes I'll be like in amongst a group of people that I like other than you guys, like my actual friends, and then I hear conversations and I'm like, yeah, you think they happen. Like, yes. And I'm like, I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's not, like you said, it might be late. And I don't think there's, like, this being necessarily late. Because obviously, if you wake up at 40, in the sense, you are late. But you can still achieve a lot, regardless of 40. You get, so your growth can be 5, 10 years, while somebody that woke up 20 years ago will still be in the same level as you. So in the sense of okay, the year you're late, but actual achievement and stuff, I don't really think you can actually be late. So see those guys and I'm like, okay, even if you have not woken up, I pray you do. You wake sure you waking up. I mean, like, no waking up is actually way worse. You know, exactly. Like you rather wake up late than not wake up at all. So is there like a week like do you feel like is waking up like to you that is waking up a one time thing or you can wake up after waking up? Like you say you woken up, but then you get to a point that you now wake up more. Is waking up just a one thing? I feel like I don't think it's one time thing because like generally waking up, you realize okay, I fuck, I need to I need to become something. I need to do something. You get
Yeah.
obviously different levels of ambition for everybody, but like it has to be, a goal in your head. And then there will be more waking up to do the higher you go. We get like, but it won't be as massive as the fourth way of go. We rather reduce. You get, because now you're more used to like the situation. So you just realize, okay, this is a new awakening for me. But then it's not necessarily something big that that makes you, like that would just change your life exactly. So, and then there's different kinds of waking up, to be honest, because like imagine for example, now I woke up like, okay, on my own, let's say on my own terms, like nothing really, nothing really struck me now. Okay, why some people they woke up because of the death of somebody or tickets, I like, and then they had to wake up. I feel like that one. I feel like that one. The momentum will be crazy. So I get what I'm saying. But this one now, you woke up on your own, so you can still. I feel like the. I think the me now, waking up for me, what I understand by waking up, is realizing that you don't have a choice. You get what I'm saying? That's what waking up is. Because like, you realize that I don't have a choice in this, or I have to hustle. I have to work hard. So that's waking up for me. That was my waking up, right? So I feel like once you decide, at some point, you'd start to fall back and feel like maybe I do have a choice. Say, but you've woken up, but you get some things like the momentum will slow down. But that kind of waking up where like, like you lose someone, like, oh yeah, or your financial stability ruined. There's no going back. This one is like you literally, like, this one is life. In life, you do not have a choice. It's like, oh, if you don't hustle, you won't do it. Oh, you die. If you do it, you know what happens. You up like you have to. So that one, the momentum is going to be crazy. Like, oh, you don't pay for that kind of moment there, but in terms of like success, oh yeah, kind of moment, like more plus, I feel like this one is, I wouldn't necessarily drag anybody that wakes up this way, but yeah, like heartbreak. Yeah, I mean, like, heartbreak wake up too is still wake up. That one is, if you think about it, you'd be like, it's just heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? But it's still wake up on its board because you never want to feel like that again. You never want to be like that. And it's kind of a kind of revenge wake up. Yeah, definitely. But it doesn't really matter, Sha, as long as you get to the same destination. I mean, whatever ride you use, me, I used along to come here. You used your car. It don't really matter. I was like here. You get what I'm saying? So as long as you get about heartbreak wake up. I feel okay. Heartbreak wake up now and just waking up on your own. On your own. Which one do you feel will take you further? Fast. No, not say faster, but like which one feel like you feel has more momentum? The initial push, like initial of job cost of career and before momentum drop. So and if you has more, definitely has to be heartbreak. Heartbreak. Yeah. But like it won't heartbreak is the thing with heartbreak is it won't happen immediately. Like you would have your phase of sadness and just then when it hits you, like hey, get while some people their motivation is I never want to be this person. And then some people their motivation is I want the next time she sees me, I anticipate and we get at the end of the day, heartbreak for like going inside the heartbreak wake up, there's still different stages of heartbreak wake up. So okay, again, that's it, I guess. Shall wake up. Like because was good. The man, he wanna wake up. Maybe wake up there. Who am I? Like, okay. So and the Tates, what do we have on the table for him today?
Well, the thing is, first of all, he's on.
Where I mean, we all know who are the Tates. Yeah, but I don't know his actual background. I just know him. I was like, oh, okay. Honestly, I don't know so much about him, but I know I think he's full British or half. But I know his dad. I know his dad is black. His mom is white. Okay, and I know that. So I don't know. I know he grew up like he lived in, right?
Yeah.
So he it's just
this guy, my opinion on Tate, to be honest, is this, like, he, the way he pushes his message out is where the problem lies. Like, a lot of times, yeah, when you watch, like, let's say you watch a 30-minute video and you won't necessarily be able to point out, like, if you watch it like with, a clear mind, no what's called, no agenda involved, very, you won't be able to point out at least 5 wrong things he has said. They are all true, you get, but it's just the way he says it that you get, like, that's where the problem lies. And at the end of the day, it's just your discernment as a person. Because if you're like, okay, I see, somebody says this thing to me, is it true or is it not true? If it's true, regardless of how they say it, the fact is that the truth. So if you want to say, okay, because he said it this way, I would say, okay, it's not the truth or it's not. I mean, it's just like, most times where his controversy lies is in the, misogyny side of things. You get,
I feel like that misogyny, I feel like the packaging is because of the times for shock value. Because I feel like if he had just come and said, okay, you need to work hard, everything, people would just chalk it as, okay, motivation. But he came up hard because he wanted, yeah, he wanted that attention. Yeah, yeah. He wanted the message to go far. I think he was the most Googled man for Hunt. And so, if I'm not mistaken, I remember he did not let us rest with that thing. My everywhere was, and this last man on the planet was hard. I feel like the message the way he came in, like that hard, pussy, you just to people's, he felt like there was urgency, like people need to work hard fast. But and the packaging is like, it really worked. I'm telling you, it really, really worked, bro. He got to a lot of people. A lot of people are what they are now because of Nels. So, like, that was why I keep saying, like, no matter how you want to say, okay, yeah, this, that, at the end of the day, he did more good than harm, to be honest. Unless if you are just somebody, like I said, that don't have a mindset, like, okay, and the day tells you, oh, dump your girl, she's not helping if she's not this, I mean, but is there a stage where, like, okay, you take the message too far? Because I feel like people take the message too far. Like, okay, him now, I don't think in reality, Andrew Tate is that person. Yes, he has those traits, that kind of personality, but I don't think he's the kind of person that just comes out like he's just that brass, like always, who says the, he always had always said to him, man. I don't think, like, I think, like, that's him. That's like, like when I make content now, I'm not always that now. I'm not shouting in people's ear. I'm not always cracking jokes. You get, I really, sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I just me. You get, but people watch that. I just think this is him. Yeah, this is all he. Like, this is. I don't know him personally, but I'm just from what I think. I don't think he's always that. But a lot of people I see that watch on it, they are just like, this is him. This is the way he always is. So I too have to be like, yeah, have to be always. You see, women, like, the things that we joke about, you get what I'm saying? People are just that actually serious. Like, women, oh, you bitch nigga, you go what I'm saying? You bitch nigga, you didn't do 2 million pesos today. You born in hell, you lazy. What? Yeah. I feel like the person that can be like this, I don't even think he will be like that. But I can't be like this. Is David Goggins. Yeah. Yeah. And even that, I don't think he's like, yeah. I don't, when you watch his stuff, you'll be like, this guy is not necessarily faking this thing. Yeah. And you can see the faking and repeat sometimes, but like, David Goggins, he's raw. It's raw. His personality isn't like so flamboyant that you think, oh, this is not real. It's just like, the way you see, like, and the way old people act now, you get, like, the way, how do I explain it now? Like, let's say someone from the 80s now that is around now, you see the way they act is way different from, yeah, it's very actually. Like, if me, I want to, like, imitate them, you'd be like, oh, this guy is imitating someone with that personality, but like their personality is just so distinct that you're like, oh, this guy's doing a fair thing. He's from this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like David Goggins is like that. His personality is just not from, I don't know. It's not fake. His personality is just very different from everything. But you know, like that his personality is real. So yes, he can be like that. I don't think 247 is always like that. I'm like, even sometimes he will raise despite what he said, like, I'm always listening, yo. I sleep.
You know why I always said this? Because like Andrew Tate sometimes he talks about Andrew Tate talks about what? What's up? No, I just the sorry, sometimes my brain is big. You see, Andrew Tate sometimes talks about like okay, push-ups, this and that. You get he does push-ups. He's disciplined, he's a fighter, all of that stuff. Agreed. But like he hasn't really like the way he says it, why were really seeing it with him? Like you get it's just when the time he came back from prison. Was it prison? No, I don't know, Sha. It was prison. Yeah, prison. Because he was like, oh, he did 1,000 push-ups every day and all that. Like it was evident in his body when he came back. Okay, this guy is different to when he went. He was bigger. But like with David Goggins, it's like he tells you do 1,000 push-ups. You can swear it. You like the way I know him, like from what I've seen. If David Goggins tells you do 1,000 push-ups, I can bet my life that he's doing 2,000. Like because this guy, he has these videos of his legs like literally bleeding under. Oh, guy. Oh, the way. When you running a race that is like, I think it's a 2-man, I mean, a 3-man team race where like one person rests and the other person continues. But he was the only guy on. He ran the entire corridor, like, and you still won. That guy, I don't. That's why I say like I always say this like highly successful people are not normal. Like there's something that is not right in their head, and I'm not saying I'm not saying like in a bad way. Yeah, but there's just something that's missing. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes them not. You get that person. Yeah, hits like you run and you hit this wall, you stop. Right, but they run, they hit the wall until they break through the wall. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. I feel like so, and the way society is now, I feel like in the way I see it, I feel like in different times, their abnormality will show. Like you'll be like, this guy is not normal. But the era we live in, I don't know how to put it. The era we live in, makes it like it rewards that kind of absurdity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It rewards that kind of absurdity, that level of obsession. Because back then, if someone is this obsessed, they brand them as mad, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is just obsessively doing this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's because of the mediocrity around. Exactly. Yeah, you have it because like, everybody is just mediocre now and everything. And then once you have somebody that's that obsessed, there's no way they are not going to be successful. I mean, like, look, come on, there's no way that they are not going to be that successful. Yeah. So I just feel like there's just something missing with them. And David Goggins has a lot more missing.
No, that nigga is crazy.
He just has a lot more missing. And I know,
do you know what it means to work out with? He worked out with Style Bender.
yeah.
And this Israel was vomiting. Like Israel was vomiting and he was tired. And David Goggins was still going. Damn. They're working out with a professional MUF fighter and
He was still going and he faked us. And David Goggins is 50, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's old. That guy's old. So, like,
guys, it's crazy, honestly.
I feel like I don't even know. Is he running from something? Is he like, I don't know. Right? Is he running some, like, this constant aggression that he's going with? I feel like this is a man on the rock. This guy is scared something is coming from him. Nah, like, how are you this 247? You know what I'm there? That's why you don't see a lot of David Goggins stands. Like a lot of people that do is like, you can't relate to it now. Can't relate to that level of madness. You cannot. Even though there are a lot of people that still follow the Vigodians, in their own stop at log and wood. Carry the log, carry the wood. I'm not doing who's not the you see, but you know the rich. I'm ending past that bit, bro. I leave you with that one. You gotta go. But either way, Sha, back to Andy Tate. His message was very good. His message, the baseline of his message is be a man. That's just what he's saying. Yeah, man. A lot of people are not men. Actually, they are just male. So his message was be a man, do the things that men are meant to do. That's what his message is. And in this era, it's being physically fit, being able to provide. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just what it is, right? Literally. But the way he put it out there is very intense. And I'm not faulting it. So for me, I'm not faulting him. Me, I just see it for what it is, content. I'm not what I'm saying. I see. All me I'm saying is that is the fact that he's not being completely transparent. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of younger people now, like they watch. I feel like we are lucky that okay, we kind of It came out when we were getting past that, that adolescence, entering adulthood. So we're already like more, experience. If like for someone now that's just in high school, you know what I'm saying, and our brain like this is still developing, but like your brain is still like a baby brain that you're watching, and you think you're going to take that shit way more serious.
Like imagine, like, let's say it was Andrew Tate we grew up with rather than Jose 6 years faster.
Exactly. You get from very, very we're completely different. I mean, like, see Jose now. And we're so obsessed with observing I was doing. Like, yo, look at us. I mean, like, we learned things from him, but now we're seeing it like, oh, that guy, that guy. They also, but wasn't as you want Stacey as the dates. But if it was what we consumed, if as Joe was what we consumed back then,
It's so different, honestly.
completely different. We'll take it way serious. Like you all think when he says, I'm thinking of one of the absurd things he has told us to do. Kai, why they not coming to head? Big. What these years that
There's one where he says, use roller.
yes, yeah. When was he said something like that? We don't think twice about it. We're like, this guy, just do it with. Think who? You get what I'm saying? You're not really thinking, I'm not thinking going on. You see, we're just like, okay, so it will actually 3 months, so I'll do it. But even the crazy, but I did that shit for a long time. Like, did it for longer than I should have. You see that one? You get, I'm not, me too, I did it. I did it for a very long time, bro. I did Rose shit for a very long time. But Rose shit does not have a lasting effect on you. Yeah. But on the Tate message now, once you're growing up with that mentality, bro, it's very hard to shake later down the line because man, you're so intense, right? He's not being transparent, like, oh, okay, this is the message I'm here past, but this is still content, right? Yeah. He's making it seem like this is just real life. What this is always real life. So all this when kids are growing up and they're watching this kind of shit like this, they idolize it, so they adopt that mentality and they grow up with that shit. And they just grow up with people that are just mentally and emotionally just like stunted. You only have two emotions that you express. Anger, like just boys. So you just have steroid infused brains just running around. And I feel like that's where I have a problem with him, yeah, right? But his message is very good. Be a man, yeah. But I just wish there was a bit more transparency. Yeah, that's really important. Because older people are able to deduce that the message in about is obviously Mrs. Yeah. But for kids now,
Straight up.
they'll straight up.
And that's the thing, like, I feel like his influence here is like that, like, obviously the kind of content he makes, he'll garner more male,
Yeah,
but like it is mostly, I feel like, because it's in the message at the end of the day, like, because no matter how, like, let's say a man that is yet to wake up, for example, you, no matter how deep in the slumber you are, it gets to a point, like, even, like, there are certain times where it will come and go, like, on and off, okay? Because, yeah, it's an inner trait, like, that 1 a.m. buster, yeah, he's happy, stuff like that, because, I am the guy, like, you get. So, his message now is, like, the way we are structured as, like, biology and all that stuff, like, we can like relate more to it, because, like, okay, push-ups, male, go out and walk, male. I don't think he's the only have to sugarcoating it. He's referring to men, yeah, like, literally. And obviously, even as a woman, you can, like, take from what he says, but, like,
Yeah.